Movie theaters.
Oh boy, my favorite seat. Excuse me, do you mind?
They are an amazing way to invest in a superhero, horror, comedic, I love dubstep, or whatever film you are going to see that day. Every time I have a day of absolutely nothing going on, I like to go to the theaters and watch a new movie. And movies are a core factor towards theaters. Without movies, these places have literally nothing else to offer. Sometimes these places are packed to the brim with people, and others not so much. Why am I bringing this up? Well, I've noticed a worrying trend in the last couple of years. Movies are leaving in such a rush. Most movies don't even last a month. Don't believe me? Let's look at an example real quick. The Wild Robot. I haven't watched it yet, but I heard a lot of people praising it and calling it one of the best films released this year. Guess how many days it took to go on digital? 18 days. This film earned a solid amount of money. Heck, it was #1 in the box office a couple of days ago. Why are movies leaving in such a rush? Well, I'm gonna go into the main reasons this is happening and what Hollywood could do to make things better for us, the audience. With the intro out of the way, grab your overpriced popcorn and let's get into it.
Why does this matter?
Oh, it's you. You decide to interrupt my intro for no reason.
Just answer the freaking question.
Fine. Just keep watching. I was just about to explain why.
Fine, get back to your goofy little video.
Sorry for that interruption. Grab your overpriced popcorn and let's get into why movies leave theaters too soon. Quick disclaimer. When I say how long it takes for a movie to go on digital, that doesn't mean that movie left theaters completely. As I'm writing the script, The Wild Robot is still in theaters. Okay, disclaimer out of the way. Let's look at how long movies used to take to be digitally released. I don't know what other movie to use as an example other than Avengers Endgame. This movie is iconic. How long did it take for this film to release on digital? It took 90 days, basically 3 months. I think this is a good time frame since it is not too long or short. I'm just gonna say this before people comment about it. Some viewers watching might think this is a terrible example since this was a event people waited forever for. Let's look at a smaller movie that didn't earn close to $3 billion and earned a perfectly solid amount of money. The Angry Birds movie 2. This film did okay in the box office. It only earned $150 million. So how long did it take for this film to go on digital? 72 days. A bit less than Endgame, but it's still a good time frame from the release of the film to the digital release. From these two examples, I can do some quick math to see that the average amount of days would be 81 days. This is a good amount. There is no rush, and it will be more exciting when these films actually release digitally. Let's talk about modern day movies. Deadpool & Wolverine, a movie with Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman trying to murder each other for 2 hours. This film earned more than $1 billion, and it only took 68 days to come on digital. Beetlejuice, a movie that was released on September 6, 2024. This movie had a total of 30 days before it was released on digital. I mean, it makes sense since, you know, it's a Halloween film. Transformers 1. A movie that is in my top 3 favorite films of the year. Was released about a month ago on September 20th, and it had a total of 33 days before it was released on digital. Borderlands, probably one of the worst films that was released this year.
What's happening right now?
I'm expelling the excess lead. I can't go if you're looking at me. Actually, stop. I can. I really can. Actually, it's helping.
This film was released back in August, and it took a total of 27 days until Borderlands was released on digital. If I do some quick math, we can get an average of 35 days until these films release digitally. Remember, 2019 had an average of 81 days. These are some of the most popular films released in the last couple months. The only films that don't have a digital release date at the moment are films that just came out or are only a couple weeks old. What could filmmakers and studios do to fix this issue? Make films last 3 months in theaters prior to a digital release date. If a film releases in September, it should be released digitally in December. I don't know much about the box office or economics in general, but as someone who watches films and laughs at Joker 2 bombing, I can guess that the longer a film is in theaters, the better. Since people won't be pressured into watching a movie opening weekend or close to its release dates, worrying that they might miss it in theaters before they can just like buy it on Amazon. I love theaters. Nothing beats overpriced popcorn and a blueberry icy while watching a film you've been anticipating for months and years. I don't want to see movie theaters die out. Hopefully they don't, but it's very possible. Once a movie is on digital, there's literally no point in seeing a movie in theaters. Would you rather watch a movie exclusively in theaters or buy a movie you would have forever? Most people would rather buy it once and have it forever. That's why I think it's so important for studios not to make a digital release date so early. Make it last a while. Most of the time, I take my sweet time until I see a film, so when I eventually have the time to see a movie, there is literally no point in going since that movie is already on digital by the time I have time to see it. I know, I sound like a broken record, but I prefer to watch films theatrically than on my couch. It feels special to me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment what your thoughts on the video are, and as always, peace.
Why should we follow you? We will follow you!
Transformers, more than meets the eye. Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons. The Transformers, robots in disguise. The Transformers.